Hello, so now this video is about the end of the book Dancer. So book 4, the last book, you can see that the section is extremely short. And the section starts by a photo on a table. It seems to be a photo of Nureyev. So it's one interpretation. You can have different interpretation, but the environment is and the background is quite simple. We can guess that it takes place in Ufa, and it might be in the house of people from the family of Nureyev. So here we've got, without words, through this image, we've got an idea of back to the roots, the fact that the book is going to return in a way to Ufa, and we've got this circular pattern in terms of the life of Nureyev, as his childhood, when he was a child, he was living in Ufa, and then you've got the end of his life, which is the end of his life. And Nureyev is focusing on this idea of roots and origins. So it takes place, so indeed, in Ufa, Leningrad, in 1987. So page 317, the type of narration is a diary. We have already seen and read the diary of Tamara. And so here we've got the diary of Tamara and also Rudik's diary, a diary where the idea of time is really present, because a diary is usually written day by day. So here it's the case at the beginning, and then hour by hour. So we've got this idea of countdown and this idea of life which is coming to an end. Here we've got a focus on the visit of Nureyev to his mother. So we have seen that Nureyev was really devoted to his mother. This is the only visit that he made to her after having been exiled, and so we've got the point of view of his sister, which is very different from the bad comments of the newspaper on Nureyev that we saw in book 3 just before, and this idea of reconciliation between the brother and the sister. So an idea of, so we said, of back to the origin, back to the roots, back to the family, back to home, where you've got the main members of his family, so his mother, his sister, and Nureyev, who seem to be gathered through the book, by the book, in this last section of the novel. So once again you've got this idea of death, which is overwhelming through through book 3 and through book 4. So the book is ending on this problem of identity, of personality, and on the fact that nobody really knew and knows who Nureyev is and was. And you've got this quote that we never escape ourselves. And if you focus on the last image that we have of Nureyev, there's the use of the French word pirouette, a French and technical term to refer to a dance and ballet move. And this image really embodies who Nureyev was. And this idea that even the reader, even Colum McCann, or even the people of his family are and were unable to completely understand all his facets, and to really be able to take, in a way, a photo, because he was always escaping from the frame, always escaping to the margin and to another there in a way. So the book ends on this mysterious image of Nureyev, who is turning on himself and leaving in a way the stage of the book, leaving the center of a painting, and going away outside the frame where you can't grasp him and seize him. So this idea that he's always on the move, and that was what Colum McCann proved and demonstrated all along his book through the fragmentation of narration, fragmentation of point of view, and this image of kaleidoscopic vision of Nureyev. Then, so this is the end of the story in a way. Then you've got a list of the sale of Nureyev's collection that happened in 1995. And here again, we've got this idea of circular pattern, because we can draw a parallel with the opening page of the book and the list of the different objects that Nureyev received and were thrown on him on stage. Here again, it's a list of very diverse, different and from different, diverse and different objects that he had and that were sold. So another way to continue to try to draw the portrait of Nureyev, but as it is a list, there's no link, and it's totally impossible to finish the portrait. And finally, so don't forget to read the acknowledgement at the end, which are written by the author, by Colum McCann. And here in this acknowledgement, he really focuses on the work of imagination and fiction, that it is not just a biography based on real, accurate information and data. It really focuses on the genre of fictional biography, so the book is based on biographical elements, but he has drawn around it to create his own portrait of Nureyev. So this is the end for the analysis of this book. I hope you loved this book, you loved reading it, and so I'll tell you about the final task soon. So see you and bye-bye. Take care.